Paul Simon's creative revival, new album and return to live performance, deep dive. Imagine the thrill of hearing those timeless melodies again, now infused with fresh soul and introspection. 2 years ago, Paul Simon dropped his 15th album, a quiet event in the musical world that prompted respectful nods rather than fireworks. Respectable reviews, a retrospective documentary, and then, silence. The kind of ebb that many artists experience when their spotlight dims. But Simon's story is far from over. Once upon a time, a new Paul Simon album was a cultural milestone, an event that electrified critics, fans, and the charts alike. For much of the late 20th century and into the early 21st, his releases commanded attention and excitement. But in 2018, Simon chose to step away from touring, embarking on a well-publicized farewell tour that many thought marked the end of his live performances. Then, just 4 months after signing off, something unexpected happened. Simon was awakened from a vivid dream that sparked a brand new project, 7 Psalms. This project is unlike anything he's done before. Over weeks, more dreams and lyrical visions came to him, culminating in a bold, 33-minute musical meditation, divided into 7 movements, tackling themes of faith, existence, and mortality. No longer just a collection of songs, this work is a contemplative journey, with Simon's signature guitar weaving through motifs that evoke wonder, mystery, and even humor about divine figures. The opening movement, titled The Lord, reveals Simon's poetic way of describing God with both awe and a touch of playfulness, calling him my engineer, a puff of smoke, or my personal joke. By the final movement, Wait, Simon faces the end of life, voicing both fear and acceptance in a poignant dialogue with an angel about the comfort of heaven. It's just like home, she reassures. People naturally compare 7 Psalms to similar mortality-themed works by peers like Bowie's Black Star or Leonard Cohen's You Want It Darker. But Simon's approach is distinct. Despite some hearing loss in his left ear, he insists he's in good health, no impending exit, just reflection. Unlike missing the mark with a sudden death, Simon is back on tour, for the first time in 7 years, embracing a new show called A Quiet Celebration. This concert opens with the entire 7 Psalms piece, before blending newer reflections with old favorites, carefully curated to echo the themes of his meditative work. The idea of Simon faking a farewell might have once fueled critics' jokes or cynics' sneers, but these days, it's just another sign of a man whose devotion to his craft remains unwavering. His recent shows are intimate, mid-sized affairs, more about meaningful connection than filling arenas, and it's hard to dismiss the effort as anything but genuine. Simon, at his age, continuing to create and perform, embodies a spirit of ongoing exploration rather than resignation. I experienced this firsthand during a recent performance in Minneapolis, Easter Sunday, to be exact. I went with a heart full of admiration, catching my own reflections on life and mortality as I watched him. Once thought of as a soft rock singer with moments of problematic overtones, I now see Paul Simon as a wise, profound songwriter, one whose gentle musical touch and conversational lyrics often mask profound philosophical musings. My awakening to his deeper artistry began with 2011's So Beautiful or So What, which tackles themes still present in 7 Psalms but with moments of humor, like imagining heaven as a trip to the DMV. Digging into his lesser-celebrated albums like Still Crazy After All These Years and Graceland revealed richer layers, especially in those so-called flops like One Trick Pony and Hearts and Bones, which perfectly capture the feeling of aging and change in a rapidly shifting world. One Trick Pony, a film Simon starred in and scored, depicts the reality of an aging musician still trying to find his place, a raw, authentic take that resonates even decades later. Despite its initial commercial failure, the soundtrack's hit Late in the Evening proved Simon's ability to craft timeless music from personal struggles. His next album, Hearts and Bones, continued to explore these themes, disillusionment, love lost, and reflections on life, culminating in songs like Train in the Distance, which beautifully distills entire lifetimes into a few poetic verses. During his recent concerts, Simon's setlist weaves older songs with new ones from 7 Psalms, highlighting the unbroken thread of his artistic journey. Songs like Graceland become poignant pleas for redemption, while Slip Slidin' Away offers a soulful meditation on life's unpredictable flow. Even classics like Homeward Bound take on new meaning when rendered through the lens of his latest work, reminding us of our longing to return to loved ones and simpler roots. Among the lesser-known pieces performed are gems from Hearts and Bones, like the late great Johnny Ace and Renee and Georgette Magritte with their dog after the war, deepening the narrative of love, loss, and surrealism, a reminder of his continual storytelling mastery. And then there's Train in the Distance. This song, so rich with symbolism, captures the duality of life's approaching challenges, the distant hope or looming dread of the train that signals change. Its message is clear: no matter where you are in life, that train is coming, so best to make noise and face what's ahead. In the end, Paul Simon's story is one of relentless creativity, even in the shadow of aging and mortality. His current journey offers a glimpse into an artist confronting life's final questions, not with resignation but with profound insight, humor, and hope. His continued presence on stage and in the studio is a gift, reminding us all that the creative spirit knows no expiration date.